File 7. Listening 1.
Here's an interesting question for you, Antonio. If you were the principal of an elementary school, what new subjects would you introduce?
Anything at all?
Sure, but remember, we're talking about children between 5 and 11.
Well, lots of different subjects. I think children get bored of studying the same things all the time. Why should they only study math and history and that sort of thing? They could do music editing or engineering or cooking, more practical things like that, and no homework at all.
Oh, come on, Antonio. That's ridiculous. If they don't have homework, they won't practice what they've learned, and the parents would be really unhappy. They like to know how their children are doing.
But that's only because parents like to compare their children. My son is smarter than that child. In fact, if I was principal, I wouldn't have any tests either. Too much competition is bad for young children.
Maybe. But I have to say, I completely agree with you on the topic of cooking classes. That's something I'd add if I were in charge of a school. I think cooking's an important practical skill that even very young children can learn and enjoy. If everyone learned to cook at school, then we'd have healthier adults, I'm sure.
I agree. What was the food like at your elementary school?
Oh, well, the lunches for vegetarians weren't great. If I was at elementary school now, I think the food would be better.
I know. The school could have one day each week when all the food is vegetarian. That's a great idea, don't you think? If I were a principal, the kids would love me.